Hi guys, welcome to Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. I want to say thank you to everyone who's been viewing my videos recently, and also those who have been commenting on the pressing like on the video. It helps get it out to more people. I realise I've been concentrating mainly on the post office strikes. I will be talking about it later in the video, but I want to speak about the other strikes that are going on, because we're as close to a general strike as can be. I'm going to start with the nurses' strike, and it's all very well for the Tories and Tory sympathisers and all to go on saying we can't afford a 19% pay rise, without realising that everyone always goes in negotiating at a high range so that they could then come and renegotiate and meet somewhere in the middle. If you want 10%, you're not going to come in and ask for 10%. You're going to come in and ask for higher than 10% because you know you have to compromise. And they have been underpaid for a long time with a promise that they will be rewarded once everything's a bit more stable. And although to some people it may not be stable, but with the Tories in charge, the country's never going to be stable enough to give them a pay rise. I believe we have to stand up, and there's, as I said in the past, there's no point clapping for nurses during COVID if you're not going to clap for their right to have a proper pay rise. They were not protected during COVID. The government found the money to give billions away in contracts to their donors and their friends, but as soon as it came time to give a proper pay rise, they started manipulating the figures, doubling up how much it would cost to people, trying to scare people out of it. But when it comes time for their pay rise, it gets done in less than a week. It's the same with every sector. With the RNT, with the train workers, the government actually stepped in and prevented their employers from coming to an agreement. Now, the government is not supposed to interfere in any form of business unless it's a matter of national security. That is what an MP has told me in the past when I've sent a letter to them. Now, it seems they feel they can. The same with when they changed the law saying employers can sack people who go on strike after 12 weeks, even if it's a legal strike. These people are risking getting sacked. They're standing out on picket lines, sub-zero temperatures, like last week. And they're not doing it just for money. They're doing it so that they can survive, so that they can pay the bills, feed their kids, and so that they have job security. There was a message from a nurse who is at her highest band she can get to after working for decades as a nurse without going into management, and she's still on universal credit because they do not pay enough for her to be out of universal credit. These are things that need to be ended. Don't forget to hit the lovely like button and the sexy subscribe button, and don't forget the bell notification. You'll be notified when a new video gets uploaded. And the free links in the description below. You can pick up a free share worth up to £200. And check out our Discord. And if you want a more in-depth analysis of any stock or market conditions, then why not look at our upgraded membership program and support us. Now, on the Royal Mail, Simon Thompson says that he knows what the customers want, and That's why he's closing all the customer service points between January and March. Nothing to do with the fact his contract's up in May, and he's trying to save as much money as possible. And according to this picture, and this picture is the same around the country, I'm seeing queues at every customer service point I go to, and at the door when they never used to before. And it seems that customers want an inquiry office or customer service point open, especially if they're planning to do later deliveries. People online complaining about the postman if they're going to be later deliveries, and the delivery times are due to be going up later still. But that is, according to Simon Thompson, what the customer wants. So if you're a customer, write to your MP, put in a complaint to Royal Mail, and that is the only way these things will change. I said before, Vesa was looking to take over Royal Mail. They've just taken up another 1% of Royal Mail, and you see from this list that 60% of Royal Mail is now owned by hedge funds. And it is quite ridiculous that the government, that needs good PR, does not think, hold on, this is a company where its book value is at 35%. Its market cap, which is the cost of the whole company at the moment, is at 35% of what its asset value is. So why they don't pick it up, renationalise it, get the good PR from it, once all this storm's ridden out, in a few years' time, 2-3 years' time, maybe 4 years' time, if they want to privatise it, make double their money. But this is not a party for renationalisation. They're a party of privatisation. They don't care what they get. And they are a party that have started a class war, and that is what these strikes are. They are a class war, because it will cost more to have the army doing the job of the ambulance services, doctors and all the other services, than to actually pay people a proper wage to live on. They have just come out, Royal Mail, in the Telegraph the other week, and said they had a £1.7 billion war chest to fight the union with, thinking it would get them support in with their donors and the supporters. Instead, it just made them look stupid, where people were saying, if that's the case, why are you not paying your postman a proper wage? And then they've gone, oh no, it's free cash flow, it's money from we've got in profit from GLS. The reason they're claiming to lose £1 million a day is because they stopped the cross subsidy from GLS, which is an investment made by Royal Mail. But they found money to give between £15,000 to £30,000 pound bonuses to managers if they came in and worked their day off during strike days. They've come out with schemes which was bring your family and friends to work day to help clear the backlog, and I'm sure you've seen the backlog by now. They've given $14 billion to divert Amazon parcels to Every, and they have a competitor who has the worst rating in any parcel services. They have implemented executive action when the union offered a new deal to call off the strikes before Christmas. It took them 2 hours, which was just them, the negotiators taking it to Simon Thompson turning around saying no without even looking at it, and going back to union and saying no, it's been rejected. And they carried on with the executive action of stripping the redundancy package and stripping their sick pay and from workers. There are some workers who have been on genuine sick pay signed that have only got £3 in sick pay for the week, and they've been off genuine sick. People with COVID who have been forced into work because the managers didn't believe they were sick. People being suspended and sacked for things that have been nothing to do with them. And it's atrocious. If it can happen in this industry and the government lets them get away with, then it could happen in your industry as well. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment in the box below and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. If you found any of my videos helpful and you want to help me make more, you can support me by buying me a coffee. The link is in the description below.